wiser blows led off deep state's plot to assassinate the president. They'll move to Plan C. Since Donald Trump was elected president, the political establishment has been in a constant state of panic as they realize the long-term goals of destroying America has been thwarted. These anti-American traitors recognize that Trump's presidency is in all reality a harsh referendum to the shady politicians that have been in power for a better part of the last 50 years. For years, the American people have grown to distrust their government after numerous scandals have been pushed to the side to protect the deep state, and the Trump presidency threatens to reveal all the dirty secrets. Now, the deep state in its panic is planning to pull out all the stops with the plans to assassinate Trump, and it must be stopped. Longtime Donald Trump advisor and confidant Roger Stone warned that the globalist establishment would do everything in its power to stop the president from draining the swamp, even if it means taking him out John F. Kennedy style. Stone said that if the deep state's plan to remove Trump from office through the false Russian collusion narrative and by using the U.S. Constitution's 25th Amendment to prove he is mentally unfit, they will go with Plan C, which would be to murder Trump in cold blood. Over the past several months, we have witnessed the Russian investigation imploding before our very eyes, and the deep state is not too happy about that. These shadowy individuals were hoping that this investigation would have led to an arrest, but it has not occurred the way they had supposed. So, after Plan A failed, they are moving on to Plan B, which is, in essence, would involve the majority of Trump's cabinet to declare him mentally unfit for office. If the devious plan were successful, Trump would be removed under the Constitution's 25th Amendment, but it is highly unlikely. In that event, the deep state would then move on to Plan C, which would be to kill the president. In a wide-ranging interview with the New American magazine at his Florida studio, Stone offered insight into Trump and into his enemies, the deep state, and the tactics. It's easy to forget that the shocking upset that Donald Trump pulled off has never been forgotten or acknowledged by the globalist cabal that has really infected both of our major parties, he explained. Ned, I say that as someone who is a sentimental Republican, but a Republican in the mold of Barry Goldwater who wanted government out of the bedroom, out of the boardroom, that believed in peace through strength, not, neocons cruising the globe looking for expensive wars to profiteer in and stick our nose in. New American. While Roger Stone has been vocal about the deep state threat to harm President Trump, there have been others sounding the alarm. In fact, Mike Adams, the health ranger, has said he feels that the deep state isn't afraid to nuke a city in the United States to off Trump and blame North Korea for his demise. He's a shock to the system, said Stone. A legendary political operative who, in addition to his long-time relationship with Trump, has served as a senior campaign aide to Richard Nixon, Ronald Reagan, Senator Bob Dole, and others. According to Stone, Donald Trump's election represented the hostile takeover of the old Republican Party, which we now hope to remake in his image as a party that stands for economic nationalism. That stands for putting American interests ahead of globalist interests and reaffirms our sovereign rights as Americans. Now, I think the establishment, at this time, when the president has just passed his tax cut, has cut these regulations, so you see a record stock market. You see unemployment at all-time lows. You see a booming housing market. It's easy to misread the deep enmity and hatred that the globalists and the insiders have for this president, and to underestimate the resolve to remove him. If this is the case, then those that surround Trump and his family need to be even more vigilant than ever. In fact, if the deep state is this intent on removing Trump from office, then who also knows if those that are charged to protect him have not been paid off? Now, more than ever, we need to lift Trump up in prayer, since these evil globalists will not stop till they get what they want. And what they desire is Trump out of office, by any means necessary.